Hi everyone, welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you so very much for being here with me. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. Just chilling, I want to get a daily kind of vibe here. So yeah, let's just do the thing. Ring the sound bowl and yeah, come chill with me. Here we go. Okay, I'm calling on Spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's see what the overall vibe is for the day or whenever it is that you tune into this reading. What do we have? Community energy. Okay. Something going on in your community. We'll see. What's going on in our community, our tribe here? What is the vibe? Clean it up. Clean it up. Okay. Whenever I get that clean it up vibe, and especially with community, that pair, it's like, kind of cleaning up what people, places, things, whatever. I mean, this is a huge theme, and it's been rolling around in our tribe for like the past 6 months or so of like really truly cleaning up like the people and the things and the places that just no longer serve you anymore. Okay, so getting rid of things. Okay, cleaning your aura, cleaning out your space, cleaning out your total vibe, cleaning up your life. You know what I mean? It's not so much like sweeping and dusting out cobwebs and stuff like that. It can be, but it's more talking about like just freshening up your own energy, your own vibe. And with community, it's like talking about doing that with, around you, like cleaning certain people or places or things and whatever, habits, whatever, just cleaning up your life, basically. Then we have truth be told and peace energy. Okay. So it's like, you're only giving into the people, places, or things that are going to bring you peace, right? Which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Truth be told, I feel like it's like there's this energy of like, I'm going to have to tell you whether you like to hear it or not. This is what I think. This is why we're not talking. This is why you may have some expectation from me and I'm not living up to that expectation because it doesn't work for me anymore. Or you know what I mean? So it's like you're really telling people where you stand. And again, if it's you're making space for new things to come in your life, new people, new relationships, new whatever, new energy, right? You're just kind of over a lot of the stuff that's been, I don't know. It's like your piece is your own. It's your motivator right now. It's like, does this bring peace? It just reminded me of that Marie Kondo or whatever. Does it spark joy when you're looking at something? Does it spark joy, right? I mean, I don't know, it's by Mate, so for me it sparks joy. But yeah, it's like you're looking at everyone and every relationship and every situation in your life and you're like, does this bring me peace or does this bring me anxiety or fear, or like what does it make me feel? So assessing everything like that basically is what the vibe is. You're still kind of in that vibe if this is your reading. Okay, so what do you need to know? Oh, we have just breathe as well, and then underneath that there was change in the wind. So change is coming. Just breathe. Okay, you are making the changes. Like every day that you make these new decisions, you're really just charting out a new path for you in your life. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, so what is the incoming vibe? Oh, what? 10 of Pentacles. This is really good stuff, y'all. It's like you are so hyper focused on your goal right now. You're only doing things that it's like, again, you're just aligning with what it is that you want. Like you have a goal, you know what it's going to take to get you there. So it just feels like you are hyper focused on that goal, on that dream, and it's you're already in it. Okay, what I mean by that, even if you're not like living the goal or living the dream right now, you're feeling like it's not fake it till you make it, but kind of it is. It's like you're in that emotion, you're in that energy of already having received it. So there's an abundant energy that you're sitting in right now, which is very helpful, very good. It's like, again, you know what it's going to take. Okay, so whatever your version of success is, I feel like you've already done research, planning. You've looked to mentors, perhaps people who have what it is that you desire. And if you haven't, that's a really good thing to start doing. Seeing how they've accomplished their goals, seeing what they did, what worked, what didn't, maybe even contacting them, getting some advice, things like that. And so there's certain things that like can be in your life in order to attain that success or that goal, whatever it is that you're after. It's going to be different for everybody. And there's certain things that just cannot be in your life. So let's take drinking, for example. Okay. You'll often see like successful people, or you often hear very successful people say, well, I had a lot more time, or I had way better health or whatever when I wasn't going out and partying on the weekends. I was, I stayed sober. I stayed focused on my goals. I stopped drinking. I did this and that and whatever. It frees up all this time. And, and then you're able to focus. You're able to reach that goal faster. Okay. So I don't know why that was coming up. I've been thinking about it. I mean, sometimes I'll have some drinks and then, and I'm sure you have as well. I mean, I don't know. Alcohol is pretty like normalized, but that like, at least for me, as I've gotten older, older and older and older, it really affects me the next day. Like, I don't feel productive. I don't feel motivated. I don't feel like it's a depressant, basically, right? So if you have this goal of something, okay, I want to do something, I have to do this, I have to do that. And, a friend calls you up and says, hey, let's go out and have some drinks or whatever. And then you do that. And then the next day you end up just kind of blowing off those plans that were going to help you achieve that goal. Like, okay, that's just an example, okay? That's just an example. You'll often see, it's like you've been researching, you've been living it. You've already been making these choices to pretty much clean up your life. Now, it could be, for some of you, it could be sobriety or cleaning up addictions or habits or things that, that aren't good for you, that are wasting, like time wasters, basically. You're not wasting any more time. So if it's a person, if it's a place, if it's a behavior, it's a thing, it's like you've been clearing that out because you've been very hyper-focused on your goals, okay? And you're already living it. You're already living as if you have achieved the goal, which is very, very good and very powerful when you are trying to manifest and create something in your life. Okay, so that's good. All right, what do we have here? Truth be told, we have the Knight of Wands energy coming in right now, currently. So the Knight of Wands energy, it's very passionate. It's very determined. It can be flighty. It sometimes can be, it can be like really hot, really fast energy, burning really, really hot and bright and then fading away, right? With the Knight of Wands. But when you have this grounded energy of the Ten of Pentacles, it's like there's something today that's going to come in and be like this insane motivator for you today. And it has there's a caveat, like it may be, the excitement or the motivation or that passionate energy, that burst of energy or fire that you have to take action today. It could recede tomorrow. It could be here for a day and then be gone tomorrow. And that's the thing, is like when you're working towards a goal, you have to kind of force yourself to maintain that passion, that fire, that motivation to continue to act. But today it seems that, wow, today is a really good vibe. Okay, look at this. Look at this. We have the Queen of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, okay? Then underneath the deck, we have here the Nine of Wands. So this is kind of going along with what I'm speaking about with the energy today. It's like you are so passionate. You are so motivated. You are ready to, whatever this dream or this goal is for you. This is the happily ever after. This is where you see yourself being. This is your your dream, your goal, your mission, what it is that you feel like you want to accomplish, okay? You are headed there. Things are going fast. You're so motivated. You might even be hearing good news messages coming in today. You've got so much love for yourself and for the projects that you're creating, the life that you're creating. You're like, I'm doing it. There's nothing that's going to stop me. It's so funny because it's near the end of the first month of, the new year. And this is usually a time where people who make their resolutions for the year or whatever start to kind of fall off track, right? It's about the third week, for the second, third, and fourth week of the year, right? People start to lose that vision, lose that sight. But I feel like what's going on today is this burst of energy where it's like reactivating that sense of pure joy and motivation that's like you're just here for it. Whatever this change is that you're making, you're continuing on, and it's almost like you're getting a new burst of energy. Whereas again, you might see some people falling off around you, whatever the case is. I don't know if you're seeing results or Spirit's just here giving you a little extra push of motivation, basically to get through to the other side where you want to be, right? Okay, with the 9 of Wands, there's this a little bit of worry, it's like, wow, can I really do this? Can I really do this? There's something here that's like you may not have wanted to look at for some time. And I just say this. Okay, I just have a string of energy that I'm looking at. I guess I can show you. I have the 9 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the Queen of Swords. It's a whole string, and I'll tell you what I feel from it. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and then Justice. Okay, so in a nutshell, it's like there's something here that, you've been perhaps doing or indulging in, or maybe there's a person that's been in your life for a very long time. There's something that again, whether it's a person or a behavior or whatever, a place, even, it could be whatever, right? So you'll know what it is when I'm speaking on it. It's like you've come very far in trying to get past it, get over it, push it out of your life, walk away from it, whatever, change your habit, change whatever. But you've been doing it for a long time. You've been indulging in this thing for a very long time. There's a little bit of doubt whether or not you can fully let go, fully walk away. Okay. But I mean, there is this like feeling of like, you're looking at something very clearly, even though you don't want to. You may have put it off for a very long time, and you're looking at it and you're like, okay, this situation, this person, this behavior causes conflict in my life. Something needs to change. It doesn't bring that joy. It doesn't bring happiness. It brings, again, fear, anxiety, depression, whatever. It brings no good feelings to you. It doesn't help you along. And so you have been developing this inner fortitude where you're like, okay, I'm cutting this out. You're doing it, but there's still a little bit more work to be done because it's not completely over. It's not completely done. It's not completely severed. There's still like one more step or something. It's like you can do it, but you have a little bit of doubt whether or not. It's almost like you can't see yourself completely letting go of something when that's what you're doing. That's what you want to do, but there's still like hanging on to something here. There's like a remnant. There's still a little bit more work to do. And I feel like, this message is coming through to let you know that, you can absolutely do it. Continue doing what you're doing. You're going to start seeing these results. Okay. Like I mentioned at the beginning, like we make these decisions every day and then, they compound, right? It's like some things don't happen overnight. We're working towards something steadily, you'll see the results soon, maybe 3 months, 3 weeks, We got a lot of 3s in here. Spirit's basically just saying, continue going. You will see these results come in. And then we have Justice. So to me, Justice is like you're going to get what it is that you deserve, right? That's what Justice speaks to. It's karma. It's balancing out of energies, okay? So if you're putting in good vibes, you're going to get good vibes, right? You're going to get the good out of it. And that's just the way the energy works. So you're on the right track. This message is coming in just to let you know you're on the right track. continue doing what you're doing, you absolutely can move past this thing and let go of this thing. And, you know, you may even be like, can I even visualize myself? Like, let's just say, excuse me, we'll go back to the drinking example. Okay. Maybe you've been, you know, every Friday for the last 10 years, you've been going out with a group of friends or whatever. You have a set routine, and you go out and you have drinks and whatever. And it's like you've been holding back. Maybe you've been like, okay, well, this Friday, let's do dinner instead. Or this Friday, I'm going to go here. Or this Friday, I'm going to do this instead. And you've been slowly breaking the pattern because you know that's what you should be doing for your own, like for your own good, for whatever reason, right? You have your reasons. So you've been breaking the pattern, or you've been not going, or you've been whatever, suggesting doing other things rather than just always going to the bar or something like that, the club, I don't know. You've been pulling back, okay? So you've been doing that work and it's been working out, but then there's like still this part of you that can't see a life beyond the struggle of like having to always find something else to do on Friday night. Like, you know, you still see yourself always doing the same thing on Friday night, basically, even though you're trying to change that habit. So it's very, you know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because when you are cleaning up your life like that, and it's like, now I'm not saying everybody has to do that. That's not, and it's not what I'm doing. I don't know why it's coming through. It's coming through for somebody who's trying to change some habit like that. And it's not like it's a bad thing. It's a social thing. And I feel like somebody's like, you know, well, how am I going to socialize if I don't do that thing I usually do on Friday nights, right? Hold on one second. Phew. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Okay. Sneezing. Okay. So how am I going to do that one thing, right? Like, or, you know, how am I going to socialize? How am I going to, you know, that's what I do for fun. Now what am I going to do? Like there's this, I don't know. There's something, it's like you've got to replace it, right? So that you got to think about what it is that you're going to do instead. And maybe, unfortunately, you know, it won't be with that same group. A lot of people, when you are trying to clean up your life, and people that you normally, let's just say who are normally in your life, and I'm speaking on this because we have this community and this clean it up, like we have this right from the get-go. This is what this reading is all about. It's like sometimes, you know, unfortunately, the people that you are usually around, you know, they're not going to really understand. They might be supportive of you and be like, oh, that's great. But, you know, they're going to stop calling you, or they're going to stop inviting you to things that they're doing because it kind of makes them look at their own life and look at themselves. And then it makes them look at something that they don't necessarily want to look at in their own life. So you will find certain places and people dropping off from your life, like naturally. And then, you know, as you move along, there may be some times where you know, have to just focus on what it is that you're doing. And you could be very much on your own for a little bit, but then the university, like your vibe will attract new people, new situations. Okay. And I know it's kind of, sometimes it can be hard to see the future in that sense when you're kind of like just doing the work, but it will. Trust in the universe, trust and have faith that you will draw in a new crew, a new people with new vibes who are, you know, they have goals and they have ambition and they're doing their thing and they're not just, you know, partying or whatever. Like, and there's nothing wrong with partying. Okay. I'll be the first to admit, like, I have always loved a good party. Like that's a thing for me. But yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you know, you can align with different types of individuals, okay? Now, if it's not partying or drinking or whatever, it could be whatever that is for you, okay? Something that you know that you're working on cutting out of your life, all right? Yeah, anyways, I'm sending you lots of love, okay? And I will be back with a love reading. This has been amazing. Okay, so actually, I was going to just stop and I was like, oh, I forgot to do the self-love. Whoops. It's okay. Forgot to self-love. Remember your spark. Remember your spark. Okay. You're here for a divine purpose. Remember it, or redefine your purpose for yourself. Redefine your purpose for yourself. Remember it. So you're here for a divine purpose. It's kind of funny, actually. I want to take a little minute. I'll take a little minute on that because it reminded me. Hold on. Dream bigger. I'm just going to say this first. Okay. Do not limit yourself with small picture goals because of insecurity or fear of failure. Start building what you really want and co-creators will follow. Basically what we just talked about. Start building what you want and you will attract people in your life, that vibe with the same, same things, right? Anyways, okay. So I did want to just say this is kind of like something personal and I wanted to answer it because I thought it was very interesting. So yeah, the reading's done. If you want to click off, you can. But a couple days ago, I did a divine feminine reading and someone in the comments asked a question and asked me if I felt like I failed my mission as a divine feminine because I wasn't in union with my masculine. Okay. And I'm just going to take a minute. As I said that, I saw the time 21:12, so I'm going to look that up. But I wanted to answer that, and the answer is absolutely no. This Remember Your Spark card kind of jogged my memory on this. That's why I'm speaking on it. You're here for a divine purpose. Remember it or redefine your purpose for yourself. Okay. So, yeah, your purpose, your mission, people talk about the twin flames and having a mission and, needing to be on a mission with your twin and all that, which is like, it's not garbage. There's a point to it, to the twin flame connection. But the first mission that you have is to reconnect with the self. Okay, that's your first mission. It's not union. It's not doing something together. It's reconnecting with yourself and coming into union with the self. Okay, that's what it is. So do I feel like I failed my mission? Absolutely not. Also, you can have a mission as a twin, as a pair that come together and they're meant to affect the world in some type of way. That would basically live by example or do something, have some type of mission. It's different for everybody and every pair. That would help to raise the vibration of humanity on the planet. That's the point. So some twins will come together and be on their mission, and that's what they're doing. They're helping others. Some are just come together and they live their life and they live as a new relationship paradigm. And that's what it is. Like, they're leading by example in different ways. Some have specific things they ought to be doing, as far as like fate, destiny, purpose. But you can always redefine that. Okay. You can always redefine that purpose, that drive, what you feel like. You go by how you feel, right? And with twin flames, like if it was not for my masculine, now mind you, I no longer desire union. And I'm not even I'm not bullshitting anyone. I don't. My masculine is not as evolved as I am, unfortunately. He's just not. He's not there yet. And as much as I have tried to, wake up and be there and, be here and we have something big to do, and that feeling of needing to be together, no longer. Okay. I don't have that feeling anymore because I just, I'm on mission with or without my masculine. Okay. And that's it. So do I feel like a failure? No. I feel like, I don't want to point fingers. I feel like maybe he would be the one failing the mission, but really, he's going to have to learn at his own pace. And there's nothing that I can do to make it go faster or slower, or I can't do his journey or his work for him. And it's been a long time, to even come into that knowledge or to be okay with that. It took a long time. But yeah, no, I definitely don't feel like a failure. I would not be here even speaking to you right now or spreading any kind of spiritual truth or awareness or tarot or helping people in any type of way, if it was not for my masculine. So I do not feel like my success or my mission is necessarily linked to whether or not I'm in union with my masculine. It is nothing to do with that. Do I feel like we could be amazing together? If everything went as I would like it to have gone, or even to go from here on out, I feel like we could be a very powerful force. Absolutely. But that's just not the way it is. And it is what it is. So yeah, I'm actually fine with it. I don't feel like a failure for it. So I wanted to say that. And I hope no one listening here, if you're still here listening, I hope, and you're not in union with your masculine, I really hope that you don't feel like a failure either, because you are you. There's no one alive who's you than you. You're here doing your thing. Like, you're good. Okay. Don't let somebody tell you, you know, anywhere on the freaking internet or anywhere, somebody who feels like they're an authority on the subject, don't let them tell you that you've failed because you're not in union with your masculine. Like, that's a crock of shit. Okay. And I'll say it. Anyways, I'm sending lots of love. Bye.